Second Ezra 15, I'm starting verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, so it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, which all goes into misery, destruction, because ultimately the Lord is bringing judgment. You went back verse 15.
Done. Reading back, verse 15. No. Reading back, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, which the modern day killing instrument is a gun. All right, it says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. A couple, years ago, months ago, they had different articles saying that pretty much people was in a state of, feeling at ease, pretty much feeling restless, as if, they didn't have any type of confidence or hope, and pretty much they started to pretty much stock up on guns and ammo and stuff like that,
Reading it back, Second Ezra 15, and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right. Essentially, the scriptures say, 2 Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time that dwell upon the earth, because they have walked in great pride. So the Lord is ultimately destroying those now on the correct side, of prophecy. If one was, righteous, they're receiving currently a righteous reward, in which the ultimate form of that reward is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. All right, and those that are wicked, that's working wickedness, they're going to be rewarded for their wickedness that they have brought throughout the earth.
Verse 16, continuing on, verse 15. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, and this week, and weeks prior, it's been a prevalence of, people ultimately being in a social state of societal upheaval, civil unrest, pretty much people at odds with the government,
This is the book of Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. And this is this, one people stand up and fight against another, they're going to fall by the edge of the sword. The devil, he ain't going to be playing in those days, man. See what they did, to that young lady in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
It's going to be a million times worse than that.
Right. And how Esau works is in what's called incrementalism or gradualism, step by step. At first, he had, the National Guard, or then he had, the federal troops, or federal agents, and then he upped the ante, and he brought out what's known as Vortex, which is like a tactical federal SWAT, so he's constantly leveling up with the tier of troops that's on the streets of Babylon.
And they shall be led away captives into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, till the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And that's what's going on now. It's time for the Gentiles almost fulfilled, man. And the Israelites are going to be trodden down.
Yeah, and you see that the state of Negro, Latino, and American are Hispanic today, because you speak on ICE, that's really concerning our tribes, especially the northern tribes, but it's also going to trickle down to the southern tribes as well. So that's why we've been Lord on the highways and hedges to warn you Negro, Latino, and Americans to ride you in the park, because it's not your rest. You need to go and get in that mind state or separate your minds from this society, man. Because the Lord is about to uproot Babylon the Great, and he's already starting with various tactics with the ICE, with saying they got immunity, which various things is going on with different countries, that they're gradually ushering in war, which is going to lead to civil unrest. So we're currently in the times, man. You got U.S. Postal already sending out articles or sending out letters to their workers to telling them to keep essentials on them, because they already telling them that civil unrest is going to break out, various current events like emergency preparedness, things like that is going to take place. So these are the same things that they was doing around at the same time about the C-19. So they're already gradually ushering in this current state, which is going to lead to a police state, man.
Right. Ultimately, it's all incremental pressure.
Yeah.
Continuously increasing.
Yeah.
That's the Lord, though.
Yeah, that's the Lord. Even with that thing with Minneapolis, man, that's nothing but a psyop, man. Right. That was nothing but a psyop they done, because it's a lot of gray areas with that, but it's still the Lord, man. It's still the Lord using Esau Edom to usher in martial law, a police state, this government with the AI technocracy. So that's what times we're coming into, man. We're coming to the time of the Lord.
The earth being gradually. They're going to gradually, put this damn wickedness, evil on you, man. Make you get, used to seeing it, and they're going to increase their wickedness and evil upon the earth, man.
Yeah. Can you get real quick? Can you get Luke 21 and verse 24 about the shop? That's the times we're coming into, man. Because the state of the world, yeah, you got to follow with the games and shit. This how you know this is wrong. We keep the people distracted with what's really going on, man. Got all these football games and shit like that. But it's keeping the people distracted. But what's the problem at hand? The problem at hand is Babylon the Great, aka America, is done, man. The economy's about to crash. Damn, they're about to do some type of major event, some type of psyop, and they're about to shut this shit down, man. And these people are so distracted to goddamn folly, man. The bread and circuits, man. You got that?
Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Nah, it wasn't that.
25 to 26, like.
Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun,
Let me see the signs of the sun. Keep going.
and in the moon,
And in the moon.
and in the stars.
And in the stars should be signs of the sun and the moon and the stars. Because why? That represents the times and the tokens that the Lord is showing them what's about to take place, man. Throughout the years, man, you've been having eclipse, blood moons, what was it, wolf moon. You've been having all different types of signs in the heaven. Even the chairs showing manifested to show you that the Lord's about to return, man. So that's tokens within itself is showing that Babylon the Great is on its way out, man. Keep going.
And upon the earth distress of nations.
And on the earth, the stress of nations. You see what's going on with Iran. You see what happened with Venezuela.
Yep.
You see what's going on with Mexico and how they gradually about to turn that shit up.
Latin
So it's a lot
America,
of stuff
period.
that's going on, man.
You got-
Babylon the Great, America,
Colombia.
Colombia.
You know, Trump's talking that shit. You know, Colombia is like, look, come get me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because what Greenland,
Greenland.
you know, all turmoil,
that's the stress, man. That's
It's
the stress
turmoil.
upon nations, man. And when you read in Matthew the 24th chapter, Yahweh Shah showed you these times will be taking place before he returned, man.
Turning the hill up.
And he
Yeah.
said, should not it be already kindled before I return?
Ezekiel 7 and 5.
Keep going.
With perplexity,
Uh-huh.
the sea and the waves roaring.
Keep going.
Men's hearts failing them for the looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
And the people are in a state of distress, man. They worried, they upset, man. They see the economy's on its way out, man. Yeah, they keep themselves distracted with football games and basketball, but at the end of the day, the shit is over with, man. People are living in cars, man. People are broke. Babylon the Great is done, man. All these various other distractions is keeping you far from what's about to happen, man.
That's
the
the
men of
whole-
Lord are seeing what's about to take place.
That's
man.
the whole point of entertainment. When
Yes.
you look up the word entertainment, it means to distract pretty much, man.
Yep.
So that's why, you know, like the brother was saying, here in Charlotte, you know, we're in the midst of the madness here for the Carolina Panthers. This is their playoff game, which is the first playoff game they've had in 10 years. So the city's turned up. So their mind's not even on the upheaval that's going on in Minneapolis and Portland. So as soon as this game's over, all right, now their minds are gonna get back to the news and see the protesting that's taking place, man.
Yeah. And just like the movie, Gladiator, are you not entertained?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how you know this is Rome all over again. Rome kept the people distracted with what? The bread and circus. They ain't gonna worry about the crash of the economy. They're not gonna worry about what the government about to do. The government about to shut this shit down.
Right,
They
ain't gonna
about
be no
to bring
government.
forth martial law. So they have to keep the people distracted. Go on to the bread and circus. Go to the game. So you can't really pay attention what's about to take place, man.
Right.
They devaluing the dollar every goddamn day.
Right.
The dollar's about to be up out of here, man. So we're in a gradual trickle down stages of the collapse of society, man. That's how you know an empire is collapsing. You got the military, police in the streets. We're in a third world country, man. Whether you believe it or not, man.
Luke 21:26. Men's hearts failing them
Making sure I wasn't tripping.
for the looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
For looking out for those things that's coming up on the earth, man. Ain't nothing good coming to America. You can laugh and think it is, but even if you got any common sense, you see this place is on its way out, man. What's going on in Venezuela? You think that shit is going goddamn? You think that's a joke? They ain't no joke, man. Them people is not playing around, man. They really about to attack this place, man. Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, all these various countries, they see what's going on, man. And they're not with their little Ponzi scheme and all that bullshit. They're gonna uproot this place, man. Because that's in Bible prophecy, man. When you read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man, the Lord's gonna put hooks on their jaws, man. Who? Russia, man. You think Russia just sitting back thinking you're gonna keep bullying them? No, man. It's all the will of the Lord, man. This is the Most High's movie, man.
And your goal ain't gonna help y'all, man.
Yes, Ezekiel, what was it, 17th chapter?
You already see, Russia going back to that Soviet Union, type of status, man.
They got to.
They're already, talking about Putin's already threatening using nuclear missiles, man. Talking about the whole thing in Ukraine, talking about using hypersonic missiles. So
even with the shit that just did with Venezuela, they were saying how pretty much Trump doing that opens up the floodgates for all the other countries to do what they want. So China go into Taiwan if they want. You know, Russia can increase what they're doing in Ukraine.
And they did. They
You
shot
know?
over 100 damn missiles over that damn shit.
And then they said also that if the U.S. sees Greenland, pretty much there ain't gonna be no more NATO, man.
Yep. But that's gotta happen.
What they saying
What
is
is that? The scripture say that the beast shall hate the Lord, man. Who is the beast system? The NATO, the EU, man.
The toes.
The 10
The toes are breaking up.
So what they saying is that the United States don't want to play by the rules. They ain't gonna play by the
What?
rules.
Yeah. Where's what's the word? I forgot what the UN all plays by. It's a term I think.
You know,
Yeah, it's that and something else. But pretty much like the mod just said, that now the door's open for everybody to do what they want. Because America obviously ain't following, you know, the protocol. You know, so the rules is out the window at this point, man.
Trump said he ain't
Hold
got
on,
to
he had my garment.
He said he ain't got to obey
my
international
garment.
law, man. He basically so many words say he is the international law. He gonna do what he wants. So with him saying that, baby, he got that stout look more than his fellows, that the scriptures say, man. So he feel like he's untouchable. Man.
Rules of engagement. That's
Yeah, rules of engagement, exactly, man. And he's not following that shit, man. He's doing what the hell he wants to, man. Because they feel like they put so much money in the NATO that they can do what they want.
Well,
Shit on his allies.
well, they even said, Trump said, no, if there's no America in NATO, there is no NATO.
Exactly. So what's that scripture? He puffing at his enemies.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
he's more stout than his fellows.
It's stout. Yep. No, what's that, man?
You still got the Ezekiel on deck? Oh, we already
Yeah, I got it.
Finish it first.
Luke 21:26, latter end. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Powers of heaven shall be shaken, man. That's what's coming, man. Even start with these damn believers, man. Their world has been shaken up.
Yeah.
They see that at the end of this day society. That's why they attack you, man. Everything is all fucking sloppy, man. Nothing's adding up. Because they in scramble mode, man. And they desperate. They looking bad, man.
And also too, they know that they're racing against the clock, man.
Yep.
Because like the whole talk of the 3-eye atlas and the different chariot sightings let them know that their time is almost up, man. So with that being said, you know, this shit about to it's about to get real, man. These elites, they know that they gotta hurry up before your house shot return. That's why if you go, I believe it was the elder in Dallas, I think Arianazi is his name, but he went into that interview with that rabbi that talked to not a Jew, and he was pretty much telling him like, you got to do more because we got to bring the Messiah back, man.
yeah,
You know, so all this is going to ramp up, man. Y'all got it.
Let me get that Ezekiel.
Car.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
Yeah, and the evil, hey, bad times, man. Shit is about to get worse out here, man. You know, ICE, hey, that ICE shooting, man, that's gonna open the floodgates to cause this civil war to break out, man. And then what's gonna follow that civil war is martial law, man. All right, so you're gonna start seeing the people fighting back. You got the state versus the federal, all right? And it showed, Slakia, and it showed that hey, they having these UN troops come in and acting like they ICE, man. So what's gonna happen? That means niggas about to get shot up even more than what we seeing now, man.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no, they ain't gonna give a fuck. They don't care about no damn American citizens, man. And they are, and what's we've been saying for years, it's gonna be the National Guard versus the UN troops. The UN troops gonna be versus the National Guard. That's what's been set up right now, man. That's been set up. Because in Minneapolis, the damn governor, Tim Walz nasty ass, he said that if they're gonna usher in the National Guard soon if they don't get the hell up out of Minneapolis. Which we can see that taking place, man.
I just want to say, my last video I made, these anybody that I like Jake, man, in their own kingdom, it's like the Civil War, they'll come up against their damn government.
Right.
That's what you're seeing now. You know, these videos, going on across, these social media, anybody's getting riled up, talking about taking up arms, man.
Yeah.
Going back, Ezekiel 7 and verse 6.
They call them rain.
And the end is come. The end is come. It watches for the
that damn DJ Trump and all these so-called people in that cabinet are bought and paid for. They're not for the people. They're for the globals.
But also too, the way that he's pretty much violating them, you know, that shows you that the order of things is done now, man.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 19. The burden of Egypt.
I said the burden of Egypt, all right, in which Egypt represents bondage, all right, oppression, all right, as pursuant to Exodus 20 and verse 2. But it said the burden of Egypt, that word for burden goes into a doom and utterance, you know?
The Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud.
All right, which the Lord Yahweh is dispatching his son Yahweh Shai, you know, on that fathership as pursuant to 2 Ezra 13th chapter.
And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Right, the idols of Egypt are being moved in the Lord Yahweh Shai's presence. And this word is essentially exposing all the lies and deception that's in America, Babylon, Great. Run it back again.
Hey, because as he brought it out, he said he ride upon a swift cloud, man. That's speaking on the chariots, man. And they're having all these chariot sightings because that's showing you that the Lord is on his way back, man.
And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
And the idols of Egypt are being moved. It's nothing that these people can. You get Psalms 97 and verse. It's nothing that these people can do. Ultimately, to have any type of hope, confidence, you know, because those idols that they're trusted in, they're not doing anything to deliver them or give them any type of information as to what to do according to prophecy in these times, you know.
And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Right, the heart of Egypt, is melting. And that word for melt goes into masas, which means to dissolve, you know, to evaporate, to melt away, to vanish. That American dream is no longer.
Yeah. Hey, all 2025, you saw, you know, videos of people pretty much saying how they're leaving America. The American dream now is to get out of America because they see that this country has failed them. You know, there's no U.S. government anymore. All right, the president, he's like you say, bought and paid for. He's a tool for Israel. You know, so everybody is seeing that this shit is done with. So this is why, hey, they run to the bread circus. They run to the alcohol and different things like that because that's their comfort. But through, you know, different things, like I seen it was a post. They said alcohol sales are down, you know, the most that's pretty much been in America because that's Isaiah 24, man. That strong drink ain't hitting no more, man.
It don't taste the same.
It's not even that, but it's not taking care of their problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the scriptures tell you that you drink to pretty much, you know, make the heart merry, man.
It don't taste the same.
You know?
It used to hit where you be like, fuck them bills. Now it's like, shit.
You drunk and still saying fuck the bills.
And living in a box. Goddamn motherfuckers staying in goddamn storage units and shit.
Niggas depressed drunk.
The American dream is becoming a nightmare. If
Yeah.
you're still dreaming, soon it's going to become a nightmare.
Yeah,
like the rest of them.
this is Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street in real life, man.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey,
everybody's oppressed, man.
right. I got it.
Psalms 97 and verse 7. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods.
Right, and American Babylon, one thing that was in that American dream was, you know, people would come over here, you know, they could be so-called Islam, so-called Christians, all right, Buddhists, all right, whatever type of religion, but that ultimately is serving a graven image, an idol, you know, and it says confounded. So can we get that word for confound?
Word for confound is
Wash.
wash. To put to shame, be ashamed, be disconcerted, be disappointed.
Can you get the strong lexicon?
It says to be ashamed, to be astonished, confounded, put to silence.
And they being put to silence, you know. These so-called Christians, they felt as if they had a leg to stand on, you see, but, you know, even them, they don't have any answers and understanding to be able to maneuver and traverse in these times of prophecy.
And ultimately, that goes for America in general, because that whole sentiment of I'm proud to be an American, that's gone, man. You know, it's a shame to call yourself an American in these point of times, man, because that was a badge of honor at one point, you know. But now everybody's looking at like America like it's a joke, you know.
Living with word says to fail in hope and expectation.
Right, to fail in hope and expectation. There's no hope and there's no expectation for this place because everybody can see the right written on the wall. You know, it's just a little bit more.
Yeah. Like Trump, he put all this money to all these Israel states, Argentina, Ukraine. What was the other one? I'm missing one. But all this money that he's sending out, all right, what about them? Like Greenland, he said he was gonna give Greenland 100K or something like that. I forgot the exact amount. But what about the Americans? That's broke over here, man. You giving all these other countries these millions and billions of dollars, and yet the people over here are still suffering, man.
He don't have it. It's fiat currency.
Right.
It's not back no shit.
He was talking about how he doesn't keep at home.
Nah, he got his fucking nose in everything, man. You know, it's to the point where the people are waking up.
Yeah.
Like that video I saw on TikTok this morning, it was like, you notice all the 9 countries that America has been, you know, agitating war with don't have a Rothschild bank in it. I wonder why.
Yeah. That's why he said that with Venezuela, man. And then Rothschild said, good job, Trump.
Yeah, because that whole thing with Venezuela is pretty much fulfilling the plan that Elon Musk's grandfather had of bringing that. I'm pull it up real quick. Read that again, bro.
Yeah, because they already been in Venezuela, man, and about that oil is sour oil, man. If you know the difference between oil, they been over, Chevron been over there, man. It ain't really about the oil like people think it is, man. It's about getting that banking system over there.
So real quick, so this is what it was. His group was called Technocracy Incorporated. So this was a group that Elon Musk's grandfather was a part of until 1941, when it was outlawed as a fascist group. Their plan was to end democracy and unify the American continent to control Greenland, Canada, and Panama. Now, Greenland was the last part of that plan because Canada and Panama, America got hold of, man. You know, Panama was during the Panama Deception, and Canada already, America already got, man.
In other words, the whole Western Hemisphere.
Pretty much, which is what Trump said. He said this part of the sphere is his.
He calls it the Don Road Doctrine.
Right, and then another thing he said was the only thing that's stopping him is his mortality, man.
It's himself. Basically.
So pretty much his lifespan. So the only way to stop him if he died, or if they impeach him because of his health. Y'all got it.
So going back again a little bit on this word, what was it? Mawash. It says, to dwell in hope and expectation. It says, it is applied to the mind in whatever way troubled, disturbed, confused.
Right. Essentially, the people of America, Babylon the Great, is troubled, are confused, agitated in the mind. They don't have any solid foundation. They're the ones, specifically Jake. All right, that's mentioned in Matthew the 7th chapter and the 26th verse. All right, they also need to put their foundation that was fit.
That's trouble.
Yeah, that goes back to that stress upon nations. You know what I'm saying? Especially primarily here in America. You know, America is going to really be confounded, you know, once the stock crashes, once you can't go to your job anymore, you can't go to, you know, have a basic normal life. People going to start crashing out, man, and start realizing that what the prophet's been saying is true, man.
Hey,
Everything we've been saying has been come to pass. The Bible, the scriptures, it's a real living word, man.
yeah, and the American people aren't going to realize it until it's too late because it's already being done now.
Right.
You know, you one was speaking about the incremental changes that have been gradually being put into place. Hey, Esau's been doing it little by little. All right, this digital ID is just that latest step in that plan to pretty much get everybody's digital footprint, all right, in the system. And then next is going to come the next step, man. You know, which is that lockdown, so they can reset the economy, so they can give you that BC, the universal basic income.
That's why they come with the chaos, man. It's called order out of chaos. They
Exactly.
create the chaos, all these damn psyops and scenarios, so they can be justified in shutting this shit down, man. They want the people to lash out. That's why they put in certain plants, just like the lady called that one dude out, went out there and burned the flag. They followed his ass. He literally just went out there and burned the flag and walked the fuck off. The motherfuckers went crazy.
But
And
in
she was like, why you do that? You are the same ones that's right here with George Floyd, because the George Floyd incident happened literally a block or two around the corner from that shit.
But surely that's retarded though. 'Cause didn't Trump make that a federal offense? Did he burn the flag?
Exactly.
So why he didn't get arrested?
Agent Provocateurs.
Yeah.
I watched that movie, what's it called? One Battle, One
Open that up.
Battle. It's a new movie that came out. It's One Battle after another. It has what's his name, my man? Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
He
it-
got his
it sound like it's gonna be
little
good,
doors like
yeah.
that. I seen the clip. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, but it shows you, you know, how they be implementing, you know, these agent provocateurs to stir up, you know, that battle between civilians and police.
Yeah. I think he was with it. Then he did something.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
What's that script? The devices of the wicked is cruel. The churls of the instrument is cruel. If somebody can get that real quick. Okay, that's going in what y'all talking about, man. Hey, Esau is doing all that he can to try to provoke the people to fight back, so he has a reason to start gunning you people down, man.
And once Trump is doing that martial law,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
That's what he been wanting to
That's
do.
what he doing.
He wants to.
Yeah, he
do
won't
an
get that
insurrection
martial law.
act. Once they do the insurrection act, that's why they already told the U.S. postal workers to go ahead and carry your certain stuff, your essentials, your documents with you, because civil unrest or major event or natural disaster is coming. So
Boy,
why they
that,
already prepared them for that, man? Because they know what's about to take place.
So you've been having that rise of that H1 or H5N1 or whatever the fuck it's called. The new bird flu, pretty much.
The new.
So it's the demic. So it's the new demic, you know. I got it.
So Isaiah 32 and verse 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil.
Mm-hmm.
He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words.
Yeah, that lines up with Micah 2, man. He does what he's on his bed thinking about plots and schemes every day, man. That's the mindset of an Edomite. He can't satisfy himself without doing some wicked ass shit, man.
Yeah.
Especially against the Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics, man. The rest of you either you just get caught up in it, man. Casualties of war.
And if I'm not mistaken, that word churl goes into scoundrel, which is pretty much it's a witch. 'Cause these are enchantments that he's sending out on the people. Because you got Operation Mockingbird.
Yep.
I believe it's that with the news channels will all say the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Right, yep.
You
And
know,
then especially around the sea bid,
Yeah.
all of them said the same shit.
so you know, all that is pumping that that hate,
Yep.
and it's going soon when they start pushing the whole thing with the disease. Because they're already telling people wearing your mask, you gotta start wearing your mask again. You know, they're gonna push that sickness out there, so that fear is gonna come back.
Yep.
So these enchantments are gonna rev up. You know, the psyop. This is all witchcraft being done, man.
That's why when you read Isaiah the 47th chapter, it says what? Oh, a virgin daughter of Babylon, man.
Yeah.
The daughter of the Chaldeans, witches and warlocks, man. What you seeing taking place with your governing officials, man. DJ Chark is not but a high level witch, man. Keep going.
Isaiah 32 and 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices.
He devised wicked devices, man. All this shit you see going on is nothing but psyops, man. It's already pre-planned.
Yeah.
What happened in Venezuela is on a fucking video game, man.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Everything is being exposed. Exactly, man. Call of Duty. All these psyops and things are nothing but being pre-planned.
Yeah,
basically.
we're seeing Minority Report come into play because the pre-crime system.
He got a new movie out with that one, man. The dude is basically, I forgot the dude. He's they got him locked up and he's seeing the family play out and they're about to get his family. But that's nothing but what's the thing Trump bringing forth? The Gideon Project.
Gideon, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
that is, right in your face. That's a new movie coming out. I think in a couple weeks, man.
Yeah, it's another good movie to watch is 2073 or 75.
Oh, yeah, 73.
73, yeah. I watched that last weekend. That shit was crazy, bro. It show you exactly how they about to do, bro.
And another thing they do then was that the Simpsons. They already put it on
It's pushed out further, so it's not gonna
Watch
keep
that.
doing that.
Yeah, it's predictive programming, revelation of the method.
And then
One
spread
thing with
the
Esau
mics out a
Edom
little
and these
bit.
witches and warlocks, they feel they have to justify what they do, so you can't say they didn't do it. They
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to put it in TV shows, commercials, video games,
revelation
music
of the
videos, various things like that. And they use their lower luminaries to do it, man.
Yeah, these new newscasters and these different people you see in the media, these are lower luminaries that pretty much do the bidding of the elites too. You know, so Esau has his hand in all things that's not. No, what you see, not even on social media. They're paying these influencers to say what they're saying.
Yep.
You know, hey, some of these guys are making these AI videos that these idiots are running with thinking it's real. So nothing that's being shown to you, all right, is being done by coincidence. It's all organized, man.
Like I did lessons a month or so ago. It's called organized chaos, man. All the chaos you see going on is organized through this damn devil.
Yeah, you know, people build up to it.
Build to it.
Get them down. Like you say, you can't say, well, we didn't tell you.
Yeah, that's blew away about 2 times, brother.
What's up, big dog? You alright? Going in prophecy.
It's off and running, my brother.
Sir.
You know?
Yeah, we're going into Isaiah 32 with the churls or the instruments of the. Read that again. Bring it back.
Devices, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah 32:7. The instruments also of the churl are evil.
He coming.
Devising wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words.
Yep, he devises.
A picture of the sign.
He devises wicked devices, man. Everything that he sets up, this whole system is a device against the poor. Who's the poor? The J. All right, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man. So everything in this system was set up to swallow you up, man. All right, that's why this place is regarded as the pit. All right, and we're almost out of here. Isaiah, what, 61?
Yep.
Right? Go ahead, bro. You got any more?
It says, he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words,
Yep.
even when the needy speaketh right. Right, and we're those who are speaking right, man. Right, but that's why we're going to be
Make a man
enemies
offender
of the
for a
state,
word.
because we speak contrary to what he's continuing to push, man. Right, so as he devises wickedness, his main objective is to get us out of the way so that he has free reign, man.
We got that for you. Out here spoiling this plan. So in the scriptures, we building out what his plan's gonna be and telling our people, man, what we gonna do. They want y'all hard headed and still take the side of the Edomite, don't believe us. But y'all gonna pay for that in the long run, man.
Hey, the scriptures say no hand join a hand and wicked should not go unpunished. So you take a side with Esau, Edom, it's still gonna bring damnation to you.
Yeah, nigga, take the hat off, shave the head,
Yeah.
and then nigga shave the beard up,
Yeah.
clean himself all good over Esau. That ain't gonna save you, man.
Doing that pink polo,
That ain't gonna save you. Looking like goddamn a professional sellout, man.
With them suits and ties on.
Look, like brother was saying last night, that nigga wouldn't take the hat off for nothing, but now that nigga got the clean bean with the big ass Mason beard, man. Show you sold out, man.
There you go, man.
Little ass pink polo and shit.
What the scripture say, man? Your covenant with death, it's not gonna be just a no, man.
No, not that.
Little khaki with your pink shirt on.
No, that's a car. A car.
Okay, yeah.
Talk to Isaiah 29 and verse 21. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught.
Yeah, so that's what they're setting up to do. So all these psyops and different things that's being done, ultimately it's going to turn to all blame the prophets, man. Right. You know, everything that Esau has been saying, it's been little jabs to let you know that he's coming for us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He created an army.
Yeah.
Hey, this ICE shit, hey, they're fully deputized, man. All right. And then the video that I did the lesson on, you know, you had the Edomite, the agent provocateur in Minnesota. He said that we executed that woman, man, and he had the whole ICE squad behind him, man.
And to back that up even further, JD Vance got it on camera and saying pretty much they can do what they want. They got full immunity.
Door to door. They talking about going door to
Yeah.
door now. Hey, he should be like a
Madman
madman
sparing
sparing
none.
none. That's right. That's right. That's how we
Said persecuting who? Them that fear the Lord. You know, so to show you this is all getting prepared to come against us. So all you dumbass niggas that sold out, hey, y'all gonna be the first ones getting got, man.
That's it. That's right. Can I get one scripture? Ephesians 6 and verse 10 on down, man. All right, because hey, it's echoed throughout the scriptures about a spiritual preparation in these times to come, man. And you got to be fully equipped with the whole armor of the Lord. That's right.
You gotta be setting your house in order.
That's it, man. You got it, brother. This is Ephesians 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, and in the power of his might. Yep. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yeah, and having the whole armor, it ties into having wisdom and discernment, man. Being circumspect, walking accordingly in these times, man. Hey, the Lord told us to be as wise as serpents in the midst of wolves.
Another cameraman.
Right? And harmless as doves.
Everybody around you, your family, all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people that you call your friends and family, when this shit really hit, they gonna show that you colors, man. But just like when the sea did, when the crown